Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at SPY, QQQ, that is S&P 500 and Nasdaq, and then we'll take a look at tech stocks, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon, Meta, and Netflix. So let's jump right into it. Once I'll also let you know, none of this is any financial advice and it's only for education purposes. Please do your own thing. I'm just sharing here my opinion, nothing more than that. All right, so SPY. So we are still in the bullish structure up here. SPY is full on bullish. Now those red candles as they came, as I was saying back then as well, guys, that doesn't change the structure on S&P 500. Structure on this thing will still stay bullish even until 555. If we have to see a complete big crash or sell-off, well, we need to lose some, like, as from without going much higher, like we first got to lose 550. Otherwise, until then, this would just result into a pullback. Yes, we are seeing that red candle, then some selling off again coming at the top when it's trying to go up higher. That is still fine. This may result in a couple of days of cool off, but remember, as structure is still bullish, your better bet is still just to play the upside. You can see you would be better off still playing the upside, right? Let's go to the hourly interval. Like, you just don't play the upside blindly though, you have to see the price action, right? So yeah, that was it. Significant level support with the previous moving, the double bottom level hold when we got out of the consolidation. That was the confirmation to play it high. And you can see, yeah, we got sold off precisely at the highs of the previous day. So yeah, that makes sense. Sure, we are in the sell-off here. However, like structure, as I said, we are still bullish on this thing, and even intraday, as long as SPY continues to hold above 20 and 50 hours moving average here, it's just a long play. If it loses that, some cool off may come again, and then you are watching the level of 555 and 84 cents, and then eventually 200 hours moving average, and then we'll see the price action. Your better bet is still to let the pullbacks happens and watch for these levels, the price action, if it forms supports here, double bottoms, or even with like 200 hours moving average eventually. Even for this coming week, the SPY can still technically remain bullish. We have to see rapid sell-offs, but structure is not changing on this to the downside as long as we are above $550. QQQ. Similar to SPY, it is a little bit weaker than SPY for sure. We did have that huge sell-off, and then we are seeing this continuation, right, a little bit. However, guys, structure on QQQ, this is pretty much the box. As long as we are not losing this box fully, structure is not even gonna start to look to the downside. And QQ is not just going to fall off the cliff like that. If it has to start to turn the ship around to the downside, these sell-offs will result in buybacks first. We will go into the distribution phase, and then we'll see. Until then, this is just a pullback, so your better bet is still to play the upside on the pullback. So what are the levels to watch? Again, do what you want to do. Also have a stop losses regardless, but on the hourly interval, as long as now we continue to stay above 20 hours moving average, it's just an upside play, right? This will then just mark this as a pivot as well. If we lose 20 hours moving average, you can again expect we cooling off to $490 with 200 hours moving average, and then we have to see if price action holds here, double bottom or things of sort, and then some rebound can still be traded to the upside. You can still trade short, but I like to trade when we are in a direction, then let the pullbacks happen and just trade that direction, because then the probability is much more in my favor. And then yeah, if we lose 200 hours moving average and start to dip below blue box, then some more weakness will start to come, but until then, no. And also, even if we lose that blue box, guys, eventually, I mean, we have to lose 20 days moving average as well, then there's this 50 days moving average coming. Yeah, so yeah, this thing will have to first go in a really brutal distribution phase for a couple of weeks. All right, not just a week, but a couple of weeks before you can expect some more downside on this. Microsoft looking weaker. It's into that blue box, just hanging, trying to hang around that 20 days moving average. If we lose 450 and 94 cents here, yeah, this thing can cool off down to at least 50 days moving average. That's a very likely possibility. Now, and if we get above blue box, we can continue higher. It's a very simple play right now with Microsoft. So you can see if we get above 200 hours moving average together with above the blue box, Microsoft can continue higher. If we lose blue box to the downside, 451, if we lose this to the downside, we will continue lower. So it's very simple, Microsoft to trade right now. You have very defined levels for either side of trades intraday, right? Apple. Apple structure is still bullish. If any cool off has to happen, that cool off may only happen until 220. Until then, structure on this is still bullish. All right. Apple is bullish, period. Google, some weakness is lurking around it as well, and I won't be surprised if we cool off down to the level of 180 and 25 cents. If we continue to stay above 20 days moving average and now get above 186, it can continue higher. Technically on this structure is looking to a little bit lose steam for a couple of days maybe, as long as we stay below now 186. Accordingly, you will have your stop loss on the other side. And yeah, but if we get above, you can continue higher or stay a little bit choppy in this range of the levels. And but yeah, then to the downside, this is the area 179 around, right? At least first, and then we'll see if it tries to lose that. But Google, yeah, right now, yeah, it's technically though still standing strong. All right. Amazon. Amazon is an interesting take here. So this was the area. Once we lost this level, 197.87 due to the loss of the consolidation as well, that results in the flush. If we would have broken it to the upside, $200, that would have just gone strong enough to the upside. That's why this consolidation zones provides a breakout or flush on either direction. So we came back down to 20 days moving average. What from here? Well, as long as we stay above blue box like 191.73, this is still technically bullish. If we lose this blue box like 191.66 with around like 189, then some weakness would come. But what you are watching then is at this level, is this area. If price action starts to hold double bottom consolidations, higher pivots down here, this thing can still continue higher. On the hourly interval, what are the likelihood of those, right? So since we have lost 200 hours moving average, and you can see we are rejecting from underneath it, I just don't want to, right now play to the upside just because it's below 200 hours moving average. Yeah, so yeah, I won't be most like it looks like it's going to continue lower. And for that, the level to watch will be break below 193.60 area. If we lose that, we'll continue lower. Technically, we also have a lower pivot on Amazon. So I won't be surprised if Amazon loses a little bit of its structure more to the downside. It also already lost 20 hours moving average. That's why I don't want to play much to the upside. Sorry, 200 hours moving average. Now, if it loses 20 days moving average, it just can continue lower. So just keep that in mind. Meta. Meta full on lost the structure here, guys. This pivots that we had on Meta, it lost it. And pretty much this red candle when we got, losing that blue box as well, that was the pretty much getting to the last line of defense, and then losing this trend line with 20 days moving average is a break of structure on Meta now. So Meta can continue actually lower, guys. All right. So, but still levels to watch. Again, these are big cap stocks, so you can discount them. All right. Meta intraday upside if we get above 502.98. Otherwise, this can also become a very level of rejection and can continue lower. I won't even be surprised. Again, this is only intraday, right? If we get above 502, I won't be surprised if it tests the underneath of this moving trend line as well, which would be the level of 510, and then we'll see if it slows down there again and starts to sell off. Again, these are big cap stocks, so you have, and they usually don't sell off, so you have to be careful with these one-off sell-offs as well. Just be prepared regardless. Trade with the levels, period, right? Technically, yes, structure is to the downside. Rebounds are already getting shorted on this. You can see that. And I won't be surprised if more rebounds get shorted. Right now, I'm not seeing any pivot to the upside. If I'll start to see any pivot to the upside, I'll call the change of the structure. But pretty much this was the areas I was providing you this blue box. We have lost the blue box. This upgoing trend has changed to the downside though now. All right, so just keep that in mind. If Meta has to regain structure back again to the upside without going much lower, we have to first see it get above or at least touch around this blue box, which is a little bit quite far. It will take some time before if we have to see a pivot, and then we'll see some structure to the upside. Netflix also, just like Meta, has broken the structure. This was it, blue box. We lost the blue box. structure changed on this, and you can see after that we have been just selling off. And from here on, yeah, right now guys, this area 664 becomes an area of resistance. Rebound until then is just a rebound. So if we get above 650 intraday, you can try trading until 664, but nothing more than that. If we lose 50 days moving average, this thing can continue lower. Yeah, level by level. So this is the next level you are watching, though, 636, and then we'll see if any potential rebounds forms or pivot forms. But yeah, until then, this thing can otherwise continue lower. Structure is broken on this, so if any rebound comes, you are watching this level right now, 663, until then only, and this may act as a resistance then eventually. All right, that's it for this video, and if you found it helpful, valuable, please hit the like, subscribe, and if you need access to my tools that you see on my videos, links to my tools are in the description below, and I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care, bye.